Theme song. Today's podcast theme is theme songs.
When I see Instagram, Facebook, social media, YouTube, some people actually go to great lengths to get a theme song and basically a trailer. And it's things like me in my shop, me cutting wood, me contemplating wood, me laughing. You know? What was your theme? Okay, what would the snippets of your trailer be?
Me weeping.
Yes.
Me yelling and slapping my thigh.
Just tracks.
And then me in a therapy session nodding. Because I do a lot of nodding when I'm a therapist. I'm just like, the whole time people are talking, it's like I'm a bobblehead. I'm just doing this the whole time. I realized that recently. I was at a workshop. And the person leading the workshop was watching me, like making eye contact with me more than anybody else. And I couldn't figure out why. And then I realized it was because I was nodding like a bobblehead the entire time. And I realized they probably felt really validated and encouraged.
Why is this so funny? Oh, it's the typical thing.
I know. Yeah.
Whew.
So my theme song might just be me bobbleheading in a bunch of different
your trailer.
different sorry.
Was it a montage? No, it's a montage.
My montage trailer. My trailer montage would just be me bobbleheading in like a whole bunch of different settings. Like listening to you, listening to my clients, talking to the dogs.
Oh my God. And mine would basically, I'd be like a hobbit running around through a lumber yard.
I don't even know.
Complete with the hairy toes and the giant feet.
Just picturing you as a hobbit running around through a lumber yard, and I'm confused now.
I know. It's true.
Because if you're running around, I'm picturing you running around in a lumber yard is actually quite intentional.
Yes.
Versus a hobbit who's just more like happy dancing.
I like your montage should be like you crying.
Great. Yeah. And then just bobbleheading a lot.
So when you're nodding, are you like, I totally understand? Or are you nodding and thinking, those shoes that I have in my cart, I need to like click yes and buy them? Or what is Leah making down there right now that's making that noise that makes me want to pull my hair out?
No, I stop nodding when I hear you downstairs. So my therapy office is above the wood shop.
So I'm a nod stopper?
Oh, you are a total nod stopper. And I'm like, and then I start doing this, twitch. But you have to understand what the conversations are like. My client will be talking about something really serious, like a family member's depression or something.
Careful here.
And I start to go twitch. And then finally I have this outburst where I'm like, "Does that sound bothering you?" And they're like, "What sound?" And I'm like, and I have to be like, it's cool. It's not bothering me either.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Yeah.
So my shop, when I decided I needed a standalone shop to get Amelia on board, this is what I did. I'm like, okay, I need this shop badly. We need to take a second mortgage out on the house. What can I throw in for Amelia? So I said, we'll have a second floor. It'll be like half a second floor with a sloped salt box roof, and you'll have a studio up there.
So I remember this slightly differently.
Really?
Yeah. I don't remember you offering something to make me agree.
Of course not. That's not how you negotiate.
No, I remember me saying, "Oh, you want to shop? I'm going to have demands," and me demanding that it have a second floor for my writing studio. Yeah.
And they lived happily ever after.
Until they had a podcast. Then everything blew up.
Yes, so Amelia's therapy office is right above my shop.
Yeah.
So, and I did insulate it, and it made a huge difference. But there's no sheetrock on the ceiling. So the one tool that I shouldn't ever use while she's there is my planer, because the planer, yeah, it does something really horrible to your insides.
It's also the router can be a little much.
Oh yeah.
It's not as bad as the planer because it's not as loud.
Is it the little router or the big router? I don't think it's so much the little router, is it? Because
I think it's the big one.
Yeah.
When you're resawing, it sounds. I think it's the sound of the bandsaw breaking, and it's not, because I look over and you're just happily resawing. But when I'm doing finish work at the workbench and I hear that noise, I'm always like, ugh, and I turn and look, and you're just happily doing this, but it's a terrible noise.
Wait,
it really sounds like the blade.
Am I happily like a hobbit? I'm like.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that's what you look like.
Can we just talk
power tools? Yes.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna just veer off to hobbits. Okay, Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings.
Sorry.
We
We could have cut half the movie out if we stopped zooming in on Frodo's friggin' face. Right? Am I right? Remember that?
We don't.
Tobey Maguire. No. Damn it.
The other one?
The other one.
Tobey Maguire.
It's not Tobey
Not
Maguire.
Tobey. That guy. Do we have to pause to Google this?
No, we're gonna come on, we can do it.
I think we have to be thoughtful about Hobbit's psychological state, because what if it's part of a neurodivergence? I don't think we should mock it.
I'm not mocking it. I'm mocking.
Show me that face again. I don't know. I think that might be mocking a hobbit. Yeah. They could be just neurodivergent. They're clearly hairy toe divergent. They have very large feet.
But probably really good balance. And they don't need shoes. You're saving some money right there.
Right?
Because you don't need to buy shoes. What? It starts with an E.
Ewan McGregor.
No. He's in Yellow Jackets.
Oh, him. It's not Tobey Maguire.
It's not Tobey Maguire. Even the crunching goes on the microphone. It's insane. Now I'm stuck because I'm just trying to think of his name.
I knew somebody once who thought that ice crunching was like fingernails on a chalkboard. So then we all purposely chewed ice around her. I can't remember who it was. Is that bad?
No, this is what we do. Wait, did she flip out too much?
Oh, she shrieked and covered her ears, and then we all laughed really hard.
Was she a good sport about it, or did you damage her for life?
I lost touch.
Who knew ice crunching could damage someone for life?
Right?
What is his name?
Not Tobey Maguire. Can I Google it yet? not Ewan McGregor. Not Ewan. No. Starts with an E.
Yes. Elijah Wood.
Elijah Wood.
It was Elijah Wood. Why do I always forget his name?
Because he looks like Tobey Maguire, and that's an easier name to remember.
But what do I know? Not much. Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Bobblehead at you.
Every time I work out in the shop.
Like work out, like lift
I
weights.
come back with this. What is that?
It looks like an irritated cheek. That's a diagnosis.
Wow.
A clinical diagnosis. You have irritated cheek.
I have irritated cheek syndrome.
Yeah. No, it's not a syndrome.
It's a syndrome. Anytime I wear anything on my face, whether it's a dust mask, even glasses, headphones, I'm such a sensitive flower.
You're irritable.
I am irritable. You have any resolutions? Wait, hold on. Do you have any persecutions? Do you have a New Year's confusion? Do you have a New Year's evolution?
I like that. New Year's
revolution. I have a New Year's revolution. I don't know what the hell it is, but it's something.
I like that. New Year's revolution or New Year's evolution.
Wait, you have intentions.
I have intentions.
Let's just back up.
So I read an article in the New York Times the other day, and it was about New Year's resolutions. And the writer was talking about how they should be specific and goal-oriented and measurable. Like, I will go to the gym 5 times a week. And so really, really specific.
On. You're setting yourself up for failure if that's your goal.
This is my concern. What about just saying I'll go to the gym more often? That's an intention. An intention is even vaguer. Like, I will take better care of my body. Then we're not locked into some things. Because what if I get COVID? I'm not going to go to the gym. But what if something goes wrong with your body?
I agree with everything you just said. But I bet you for some people it is a good idea. Because I think there's some people who know how to actually set attainable, measurable goals. I'm not one of them.
I have yet to meet one of them.
I know, right?
Yeah. So this person suggested you write it down and put it away in a notebook and then look at the end of the year, and then you can see how successful you've been. And I think...
And then at the end of the year, lash yourself. What's that called? Self-flagellation?
Flagellation?
Flatulence? Is it called flatulence?
Flatulation.
Flatulation.
Yes. At the end of the year, self-flatulation. In fact, flatulation for everyone.
I have New Year's flatulation.
So, do you have any New Year's resolutions?
No, because I'm not into resolutions either.
Okay, talk to me about intentions.
Right, and intentions are great because intention, to me, is such a weak little word. It just means I intended on doing it, but I didn't.
Are you bullying a word?
I'm bullying a word. I'm word shaming.
Word shaming.
I am shaming the word intention. Sorry.
That's my word.
But I do like them because it's an easy out. I wasn't committed. It was just my intention.
How has that been for you trying to achieve a work, not work balance?
How are you? Lovely weather we're having. So when we went to Oaxaca.
Yes, last year.
Like the work ethic there is such that vacations kind of don't exist. And I totally resonate with that. Although I love vacations, I do. But I also don't feel a lot of guilt or shame when I work too much. I think a lot of people do that to themselves, right? They'll be full of shame and guilt because they work too much. But obviously you know, I'll come in the house sometimes at 9 o'clock.
I'd like for you to have a little bit of shame about
Really? Why?
Well, when we first got our camper, the first 2 years we camped like 10 or 12 times a year. I think we went on about a dozen trips each year. Right. And last year we did 3. You do need a resolution. Maybe your resolution is more camping.
More camping?
Do you have any intentions this year?
I do, but I have problems saying them out loud. But you know this about me.
Want me to... Here, I'll plug my ears. Go ahead.
Okay.
I didn't hear anything.
Because, it's like when people announce things, they put things out there of like, I'm going to do blah.
Oh, like I'm going to lose 20 pounds? I'm going to start a new business?
And then they don't do it. I feel tremendous guilt and shame for them. No, it's not for them. I just feel it. You know what I'm saying?
Guilt, shame, or embarrassment?
Yes.
Pick one.
All.
I know, but they're different.
Shame. Embarrassed.
So shame is something's wrong with me.
Of course there's something wrong with me. Something wrong with everyone. I mean, come on. No one's perfect. Is someone perfect? Is Dwayne Johnson perfect?
Oh.
He can't be, can he?
The Rock is pretty awesome.
I love him. I just want him to pick me up, throw me on his shoulders, and I just want to like hang out there all day long.
I want to know what he thinks about that. What would he think of us thinking that he's perfect?
He's not perfect. He's perfect maybe in our eyes.
I know. How does he mess up?
Dwayne, are you listening? It's me, Leah.
Isn't that a book?
Because I've been like this forever.
Yeah, it's very odd to me that you
I know.
become secretive because you're afraid I'm gonna mention it. So if you say, for example, I'm gonna exercise every day, and then I don't see you exercise for a few days, you're afraid I'm gonna be like, are you exercising? Are you exercising? Like I'm going to somehow be your enforcer.
Right.
And you fear that.
It's not that you're my enforcer. It's that I said something and then I didn't do it.
So you just feel stupid.
I feel totally stupid if I do things like that.
And my question is it better to never share in case it's humiliating if you don't get it done? Or is it better to share and start to learn to not be humiliated just because you didn't complete something that you were hoping to complete?
Just don't share.
Or?
So usually for New Year's, there's different lists in my head. It's like there's work, there's trying to take care of mind and body, and then there's leisure. So those are kind of like my three things that I have.
Okay.
So the leisure, I think I've already addressed that. Camp more.
I like
Right?
that. Okay.
Taking care of my body is bike more.
Okay.
And potentially enter in this race where I'll probably like snap my body in half.
Okay.
Right? And then at work, it's YouTube, weekly video, and podcast.
Oh.
With
That's
you.
lovely. Oh, this is wonderful.
Really?
Yes. Yes, because up until this moment where you put those things into words, this is what I got from you. You ready for my summary of what I understood from what you were saying?
Yes.
Resolutions are stupid. Intentions are vague. And I might have some goals, but I'm not going to share them with you.
Yes.
All right, so this was much. I think you just did a really good job of turning that around.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, no, that was nice. I appreciated that.
Wow, I feel so vulnerable. I just told you my New Year's intentions.
Yeah.
Tell me about yours.
What were your 3 categories again? I liked those.
I'm supposed to remember what I said 3 minutes ago?
Yes, you are. Go ahead.
Leisure, mind and body,
Okay.
and work.
So I think leisure is to continue the awesome traveling we're doing as well as camp more.
Yeah.
And I think it's hard to make time for both of those things, but I want to do the awesome traveling we've been doing as well as camp. So that'll be tricky because that's a lot of time.
Right.
Because we've been doing so much traveling. Mind and body, one of my intentions, I think, is to hike. I want to do some, continue to challenge myself physically. And hiking and being outdoors is a big part of that.
A mountain?
A small mountain.
How small?
Small enough that my bad knee can handle it.
Terrible knee.
I know, it's a terrible knee.
Terrible knee.
I'm sorry. What song are we singing?
It's 9 Inch Nails.
Oh, is it terrible knee? Are those the words?
No, it's terrible lie.
Oh, yeah, terrible knee. My work goal is to continue to stand my ground about not spending all of my leisure time in the shop with you. I'm not saying you create any of this. Don't give me that look. It's not your fault. This is all me. Hang on, we're doing the U-turn. Are you ready for the U-turn? I don't blame you for a single tiny little bit of it.
But yet, you just said you had to stand your ground.
Yes, because I get sucked.
With me, because...
Yes, because I get sucked into your world.
I am not demanding at all.
No, I get sucked into
your world. I don't even ask
world.
for anything.
You suck me into your world.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. Let's start with the day we met 29 years ago when I told you I was straight.
story.
No, we opened a lounge together. You sucked me into the idea of a lounge. Do you remember about buying a house? I didn't want to buy a house.
I did.
You are a force. You're this force of throbbing power. You suck me in. You can suck anybody in. When you have ideas, you are like a riptide.
A riptide?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to suck you right out to sea.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm on the beach and I'm like, oh, look, it's so pretty. I think I'll wade in the ocean.
And then I come in.
Yeah, and then next thing you know,
I hope you had a life preserver.
you're my life preserver, babe.
I've sunk quite a few.
That was before my time. The whole point is, I can also be a force, but it's just less frequent than you're a force. I've been a force. I've sucked us into things.
Absolutely.
Like the camper. I was like, let's buy it right now. I want it right now. And you were like the building that we bought on Main Street.
I have a picture of you. You're so excited.
I was so excited.
That we bought this building.
It was terrifying.
That was a absolute shithole. And that hoarders lived in.
What did they hoard? Trash and feral cats. So the house was filled with poo-poo and trash.
The bathroom didn't work.
No, the toilet didn't work. When we
Toilets.
bought it. And a family had been living there. It was
Yeah, the
terrifying.
toilet didn't work. The shower didn't work. It's like, I didn't understand it. It was really bad.
But I was so excited
But
about
it was
that.
also really fun.
I had a vision. And we made it happen.
We're really good at like remaking things.
Oh, it was incredible.
How come in your New Year's intention it isn't, I'm going to immerse myself in being an artist?
It was. I'm going to carve time for myself without giving.
I
into
didn't
the
hear you
guilt.
say that.
That would be vulnerable.
Why do you think people are afraid to say that word to
That I'm
artists?
an artist.
Okay, hold on.
Was that rewinding?
Yeah.
Do that noise again. Okay.
I understand when people are like, I'm not an artist. I'm the person who thinks everyone is an artist. We all have an art. There is no doubt in my mind that we all have an art.
How long did it take you to call yourself an artist? You started woodworking in around 2002. When do you think the first time was that you could say, I think I'm an artist or I am an artist?
I don't know, 5 years ago?
Yeah. Yeah, that would probably be accurate, yes.
I'm a slow learner. What can I say?
What I'm saying that's more general is I will not work on Mondays. And I like the fluidity of maybe I'll do art, maybe I'll hike, maybe I'll camp, but I will not work on Mondays. That's kind of where I'm looking more at something broader that allows me to have choices.
This is what I get from this conversation.
Okay, go ahead.
Anything goes. Have intentions. Have resolutions.
Have goals.
Have whatever you want for the new year. Don't set yourself up to feel even worse about yourself. Because, I mean, really, don't we all feel pretty shitty about ourselves? I think we do.
Probably.
We do.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. Do we like push through and persevere? Absolutely. But the key is have goals and have your sight somewhere else and move towards it. And maybe it's going to happen slowly, but it's going to happen. It's just a matter of time.
Maybe it's have hope.
Hope. Ugh. What a dreadful word.
Why?
But what a beautiful word. No, it's a beautiful word, but it's dreadful.
How is it dreadful?
That's a whole different topic.
Okay. So for now, have hope and intentions or goals or resolutions or evolution or revolution.
Right. Or all of the above.
Or not.
Let's just move. You know what? As long as you're moving in some other direction,
With hope.
you're doing good. Yeah. I like that. Cheers.
Cheers.
Here's to 2025. Oh boy.
May the best of your yesterdays be the worst of your tomorrows.
Cheers to that. 2025.